seems the day, oh you see, financial movies and sex on TV, but never said to never value, but you lie. Love is a family guy. Love's a value, love's a value, laugh and cry. He's a family guy. London. Season 4 reviews. What up, guys? It's me, Confanchos here. Just watched what episode. But yeah, welcome to my Family Guy review. Episode 5. Episode 5, I'm just going to get to shoot. Yeah, episode 5. Peter, Chris and Brian. What? It was funny. Awesome. Brilliant. At the same time. It was really good. Awesome. And brilliant. At the same time. I keep saying it, sorry guys. It was really good. Loved it. Yeah. Coming up later will be Hollyoaks, M&L, EastEnders, and that's it for today. Yeah, Peter, Chris and Brian. Guest stars Lucas, Gabriel and Mel Whitman. Yeah, Peter, Chris and Brian. It was funny, hilarious, awesome and brilliant at the same time. Keep saying that, sorry. But yeah, I loved it. It was so good. I'll do the synopsis in a minute. Directed by Joe Rinks and written by Patrick Mellon. Yeah, loved it. It was so good and epic at the same time. So, yeah, it was so funny. It was hilarious as well. It was, because Peter sees an old video of his, a teenage Peter, and wants Chris to be a success, but it fails. So Brian tells Chris what to do. So yeah, that's why they're here now. So here's the synopsis of the show. Yeah, Pete receives a letter from his late mother, Thea Griffiths Eston, and stating that her house has been sold. Pete is upset since he has a box of porn stashed in there. At the drunken camp, Peter tells the guys of his play night until he confesses them to break into the house. At night, Peter attempts to break into the house with the idea wearing Bill Cosby masks, where actually masks of Barack Obama. Just before the new owner's shops show up at their car, just before the new owner shows up at the car, when they reveal their reason for being there, the new owner decides to give to them, wishing to be rid of it since he has children. Much to Peter's joy, after Peter watches the into porn, he discovers a videotape that he recorded since he was a teen. And in the video, the teen Peter hopes the future Peter will be success and not suck in a job like he has got a sucky job. And we're expecting what Peter's job is, making Peter come to the conclusion that his life isn't successful. Chris comes to request that Peter's sister Stewie, who has got him trapped between bars of the crib and the wall of his bedroom. Which shows Peter still watching the video is younger self-made, which shows the young Peter dancing the song Highway to the Danger Zone while twirling his belt around. Chris mimics this, and when Peter sees him copying it, he persists that Chris will grow up to unachievable and decides to make Chris successful. But when he tells his plan to Chris, he asks the kitchen toaster, which he and Peter thinks is a computer and a definite success. Peter starts the mission by keeping Chris from watching TV, much Lois' annoyance. When Peter reveals his plan, Peter progresses his mission by making Chris dress up in a flashing clothing, wear giant hats, and while walking in high steps. When Brian discovers the plan, he advertises Peter to let Chris follow his own way to life. Peter misrepresents his advice that advice following that thinking that Chris would be better off he followed Brian around to do the same thing. He did. Brian, utterly unsure, at first agrees this. Chris and Brian have spending time, such as doing art, solving components with question, with the answer being messed up under upside down triangle. When Chris and Brian come home of supper, he begins acting like Brian, making Peter proud of successful mission. He submits, celebrating by throwing their tots at the newborn infant, a giant panda at the zoo. Only Chris to turn him down in favour of going to terrible film place with Brian, disappointing Peter. Yeah, that was a funny bit. Just fun. That was mean. Jealous of Chris and Brian's bonding, Peter ruins his plan to make Chris successful. He wants his son back. He tries to win Chris over with the world's greatest son mug, but he has son misspelled as son. Yeah, the son up there, which is not there. His attempt with actress Kate Upton, who proves to be a failure. During his latest attempt, Peter says that Lois that enough Chris now is prone to the better of the future. He misses the old Chris, and unknown to Peter, Chris overhears this. And book club, Brian starts giving interesting deals about the book club is reading, much as Chris's annoyance. A cover confronts him and decides to stop bonding with him. Chris sees Peter throwing tots at the infant panda at the zoo. They reckon in with Chris mentions about how Peter is afraid to be bullish himself around others, which makes him Chris' role model, much to Peter's joy. At the Griffin house, the family minus Meg begin talking about motive for being truth to ourselves with, while Tom Tucker is talking over them. Television community house studies have been telling the moon, turning your head, speaking to the fat and gross family members with not detected the function television. This leads to Sherry to shut it off as Tom quotes, "There we go again. There we go." Yeah, it was funny, awesome, brilliant, and fantastic at the same time. So, the verdict for this episode, I'm going to give it 9.2, 8.8 out of 10, because it was a really good episode and fantastic at the same time. So, hope you enjoyed you guys. Like, comment, subscribe for more epic reviews like this. And see you overnight. See you when I go back from my rehearsal for more reviews like Hollyoaks, Everdell, EastEnders. So, see ya. Subscribe for more Family Guy reviews. Bye.